Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Well, today in Parliament, somebody announced that Britain should bring back the death penalty. Yes, that's right. One of our senior members of Parliament made a comment that Britain should indeed bring back the death penalty as a deterrent for crime. Now, for me personally, that sounds absolutely horrific. I thought that the death penalty would have been the complete opposite of all of the values that Britain stands for. However, I suppose crime rates are high, particularly around murder, but I really don't think that killing one person to avenge the death of another works. Well, let's hope that doesn't go any further, because, of course, nobody wants the death penalty in their country. We've worked so hard to progress to where we are now. Why would we want to turn away from that? But there is a public opinion which says that many people do actually want this. But I really, really hope that that does not come to pass. If the death penalty were a good deterrent for crime, then we wouldn't see the crimes that we do see in the United States. They have, of course, lots of gun crime. They have many people being killed for other reasons. And they have the death penalty. So clearly it doesn't deter anyone from killing. But what a horrible thought, living in a country which has the death penalty. That sounds, for me, really unacceptable. So I really do hope whoever suggested this retracts his statements and that this doesn't go any further. By the way, did you hear the conditional that I used there? I used a conditional if. Okay, let's just go over a few other conditionals, okay? So if Britain brought back the death penalty, I would be unhappy. That's the second conditional. If Britain brings back the death penalty, I will be unhappy. That's the first conditional. Let's see the third and the fourth conditionals. If it's a hard one, isn't it? Let's see. If Britain had been thinking about bringing back the death penalty, there would have been a public protest. And the last one, if Britain had brought back the death penalty, I would be unhappy now. Yeah, and of course there's a zero conditional, which is the first one of the pack, and that is present and present. So that would be if Britain brings back the death penalty, people protest. Yeah, so quite tough there, aren't they, those conditionals? The best way to think about them is like a detective. So imagine Columbo. I'm sure you all know Columbo the detective. Imagine that he's in a room and he's walking around and he says, if the man died at 4 o'clock, there would be traces of coffee here because he always has his coffee at 3:50. If the man had been killed earlier today, there would have been marks on the floor. You see? So if you think of it that way, it's much easier to handle if you imagine a detective walking around. Well, that's it from me. Let's hope no death penalty for Britain. I really hope. Okay, see you all soon. Bye.